Episode 4 is officially done and coming very soon, as it was confirmed by Glitch when they dropped the first official teaser video for the next episode. As I've talked about it in my previous video, a few days ago Glitch leaked the teaser video before it was supposed to come out, but then they quickly deleted it after they realized the mistake, and actually no one got the chance to watch it because they were too quick with it. But now they finally released the short teaser, and it shows a plate with the amazing digital Circus logo, and a hand places a single french fry on it, then drowning it in ketchup. The ketchup bottle has the Spudsies logo on it, confirming the next episode's location, and at the end of the short video we can read the text "coming soon." And at this point the episode must be fully ready, and the official trailer is coming out tomorrow, on the 29th of November. So after all, the Netflix leak where they showed the release date of episode 4 to be December 13th is actually real. And it makes sense because Gooseworx confirmed on Tumblr a while ago, even before episode 3 came out, that they were already animating episode 4, so I'm guessing that the Netflix deal and Murder Drones' end really sped things up for the amazing digital Circus. And this is not all. Gooseworx also shared a new picture on her Tumblr about Jax, most likely from episode 4. And interestingly, we can see Jax's usual self, where he smiles smugly inside of the circus, so I'm guessing that this is going to be a scene from the beginning of the episode before Kane sends the circus members on the new adventure. But this means that even after Jax was a bit challenged in the previous episode, where we could see him tied up during most of the episode, and then he got let down by Pomni towards the end where she didn't participate in his trash talk about Kinger, Jax is not sad or taken aback. It has been a central debate in the community whether Jax is going to change for the better or for the worse, but based on this little picture, it seems like Jax is going to continue acting mean in this episode as well. Now, as for if he's really going to have the chance to be in control is not sure, because as we know, Gangle is going to be in a spotlight in episode 4, and based on this teaser picture, we can guess that she's gonna have a more important role in the Spudsies adventure than all the other circus members. Her outfit is different from all the others' outfits, which could mean that she'll have to become the manager of Spudsies, so if this is true and Jax has to work for Gangle, maybe he won't have that much control over his situation, but he could still try to manipulate others from the shadows and challenge Gangle as per usual. And based on some of the answers Gooseworx gave to the questions she got on Tumblr, we can theorize whether Jax will reach to a turning point. Because there was a question where someone asked, can we get a random Jax line from any episode other than the ones already out? To which Gooseworx replied, "I want you dead." Now, it is not confirmed that this line is from episode 4, but honestly it would make sense, especially if Jax is going to have a hard time working as a fast food employee, and for Gangle, who he seems to despise the most out of all the circus members. And Gooseworx also had something interesting to say on the Momocon panel about Gangle, where she was accompanied by some of the voice actors, and Alex Rochon, the voice actor for Kane, said that he'd like to see Gangle go berserk, to which Gooseworx replied, "Gangle definitely goes somewhere, stay tuned for episode 4. So maybe this means that Gangle will struggle in the unusual leader role, and her frustration can result in interesting situations. Like, maybe she will have a breakdown because of the pressure, but maybe it's also possible that she'll enjoy this new role a little too much, and she'll get a taste of what it likes to be in power, and maybe give Jax a taste of his own medicine to revenge all the torture he put her through." But another possibility is that Gangle could abstract in the next episode, and maybe that was what Gooseworx was referencing. Now, that would be quite the surprise to see a main character abstract so quickly down the line, but we never know. However, this is not the only uncertainty we have for the next episode, because based on this teaser, it seems like Kinger is not going to join the others on the adventure, because why else could he be not present on the teaser image? But maybe it's also possible that he'll have a different role than the others, like maybe he has to stay back in a circus with Kane, or maybe he will go on the adventure, but based on how he was in the previous episodes, I can imagine him getting sidetracked. And Kinger had a fair share of personal stuff in episode 3, where he told Pomni about his past and how his wife abstracted, so it makes sense that in episode 4 we'll see a little less of him and more of Gangle, who has been in the background most of the time. And what I'm hoping is that in episode 4 we'll get to see Gangle wearing her happy mask for a longer period of time, and that now she'll finally have the chance to talk to Pomni, because they never once interacted until now. But based on the previous episodes, I think we'll get to see the two pairing up, and then through Pomni's eyes we'll finally learn more about Gangle's past. I mean, it would only make sense if she'd also have a flashback just like Kinger, so we can see how she was before Pomni arrived and why her mask keeps breaking. And based on what Gooseworx said on Tumblr, where she shared, "I'm honestly really excited for episode 4, even though it's probably gonna be the most boringest to a lot of fans. There's a lot of personal stuff in that one. I'm guessing that the main focus will be on Gangle's personality and past rather than on the adventure. Like, sure, it will be a perfect setting for Gangle's story, but it's likely that we won't see another advanced NPC like Gamiku, so we can keep focusing on Gangle. However, Orbsman might still play an important role in creating a situation where the circus members have to deal with something unexpected. Like, maybe he'll be a problematic customer or something, but you get my point. And what I'm also hoping is that we'll see more of Zubul, because based on the teaser image, it seems like this time they will finally go on the adventure, maybe giving the adventures another shot after the therapy session with Kane, because that didn't go too well for Zubul. And if the prediction that Gangle will team up with Pomni is true, then it means that we'll see the other group being Zubul, Ragata and Jax working together, which will also be interesting because we never really saw how Zubul is on the adventures. Obviously not counting episode 1 where they had more of a passive role as they got kidnapped by the Gloinks and had to be saved. And what could also be interesting is to see more about Ragata. As we know, episode 5 is going to focus on her, but other than her mental breakdown in episode 1, we also didn't get to see too much of her during the previous adventures. She seems to like bonding with the NPCs, so maybe we'll see her interacting with Orbsman this time, or it's also possible that Ragata will have to handle a Karen customer, which could be priceless. I really want to see how she would keep her cool. But the fast food setting is definitely interesting and has great possibilities for character growth, because even though I mentioned that maybe the circus members will split into groups again, it makes more sense to me that this time they would work as one team, because running a kitchen isn't easy. It takes a lot of teamwork, planning and trust to keep things going. They'll need to work together to cook food, take orders and make the customers happy. Like, it's hard to imagine the circus members doing all that smoothly. But this could lead to interesting moments as they try to figure out their jobs. Maybe Jax will try to boss everyone around but ends up with the worst job, like cleaning toilets. Zubul might not want to deal with annoying customers, while Pomni could get stressed trying to do everything perfectly. Ragata might be the one who tries to keep everyone calm and make sure things don't fall apart, and Gangle as a manager would probably feel the most pressure. She'd have to give orders and make sure that the team works together, which could show us a new side of her character. It would also be fun to see how they work as a group. If they manage to put their differences aside, they might finally act like a real team for once, and this could help them grow as characters and even learn to trust each other a little more. But luckily the teaser is coming out tomorrow, so we'll probably have a clearer picture after we see that. And after that, episode 4 will be released in just 2 weeks, on the 13th of December, which is right around the corner. And based on how Glitch promos the new episodes, we can be sure that after the trailer video, we'll also have some promo pictures or maybe even some other information from Gooseworx's Tumblr that would tease the new episode, and that way we'll see where the story goes. But let me know what you think about the new teasers and how you think the episodes will go down in the comments. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.